Right, we should be on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am PanCake. This is Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm going to have to sort that out. There's always something I forget. Right, that's headphones plugged in, so you shouldn't be able to hear audio twice. See what happens. I'm hoping that I do better than I did on Metal Gear 1. Right, let's get into it. Oh, I got a blue screen. That's probably because I have changed yesterday version. Let's see what all the saves we had. Please don't know. Starter. Shall we do? What shall we do actually? Should we load all these? Plan cleared. I bet it's just because that's loud, isn't it? Is that better? Plan cleared. So that means it's a new game. Let's load that, because that might actually give us something to play with. Some extras. But I'm not sure. Tech plant. Tech plant. We'll keep it on normal. After last time, I'm half tempted. Yeah, after last time, Radar type 1. Right, so after alert evasion, we have caution on this one. We're probably going to see quite a bit of that.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
I should really start that again then. You did the wrong thing. Give me a second, I'm going to restart this.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Right. No signal. I've watched that again. I thought I'll go and get a drink before we start this. And I muted the wrong one. Oh, Peace Walker! Started playing Peace Walker. I don't know how far I got into it. Right, we can skip that one. Here we go.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
Boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Right. See you bad way of the master controls. Oh, actually. Let's see if we can get some dog tags. What have we got? We got the camera from last time. And that's it. 2 dog tags.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
He's gonna be shooting, bothering me if I keep doing. He's just gonna be like, oh, spam the action button to open the door. That was close. That was very close. I tried to let it go slowly. Right, I need to get his dog tagged. There's another guy around here I want to go on. What the hell going on? He should have listened to me. He should have put his hands up there. Cartola! Thank you for joining. How you doing? I don't know if there's anything else in here. Lady. see if I can actually get this guy's dog tag. Instead of being a noob.
Freeze.
I just shot him.
Are you going to shoot me?
Well, that wasn't so good, was it? He's got dog tag too. I could probably do coming back when I've got a real gun so I can just pop him in hand. On the right side door, I think. Whew. An old magazine.
Freeze.
Shot me on arms.
It's the enemy.
That's not good. Let's hopefully that resets it. That would have worked. Da-da. That would have worked. Ah! Right, let's wait until we've got a proper gun. We need to go up here, don't we? It's not going so well again. I swear I used to be good at Metal Gear. Ugh.
Freeze.
I'm gonna get used to letting go of that again.
Don't kill me.
This guy's gonna give me his dog tag. Damn. Is it? No, it's not in here then. Where do I go now?
Freeze.
Must have his dog tag. USB, get USB first. Have I just come from this way? Oh no, this is where I need to go. And it's blocked off. Cruise quarters. Chef Grenade. Where is it? It's this bit. It's got a ration. Metal Gear. It's fantastic, isn't it? I did a playthrough of Metal Gear 1. Wasn't great. I'll be honest. I've done better. Oh, camera. Can I just go in?
Freeze.
If you're going to shoot, then shoot me. to shoot, then shoot me.
I'm saying, guys like that, I need USP. Sneak. Do we go in here yet? Yes, because this guy comes in. Pantry man.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot me?
Oh, shut up, man. I need a USP.
Freeze.
Okay.
Don't kill me.
This guy's gonna give me one. Cool. Damn. I remember the first time I played this and I ran straight through them infrared sensors and blew the entire ship up.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Good little gunfight in this.
Shalashaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, Once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot?
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as
Death. I have a bad feeling about this mission.
you swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete.
Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
The bit of
Stop
water.
cleaning.
We'll get her.
Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Oh, here we go. Alright. She still doesn't look like she doesn't know where I'm now. Oh, wrong button.
I've been with the unit since I was born.
squirted, John.
I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
Get rid of that before she blinds me with it. Get rid of that too.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
She knows where I am. Oh, come on. It's so hard. How do I use a ration on X with X? Whoa, stop. good shot. Better shot than me. The backside. We do this to the head, really. That was a chin, I'll do. He's in pain. Feeling the effect anyway. Whew. That was harder than I expected it being. I wonder if I've got Olga's dog tag.
Cipher? Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Right, I could do with a suppressor for it. Right, let's have a think. I think I've more than likely got Olga's dog tag. 9 bullets, that'll do. One up here, I think. Nothing around here. We'll have a duel here. That's the suppressor. Not what it is. Is there... I thought night vision goggles were up here. Are them on? Thermals. That'll do. I'm actually a bit worried about the gunfight later on. I'm pretty jerked with the controls at the moment. You can tell? Oh, dear me.
Freeze.
I'm just shot it. Shit. Quick. Quick. Wiggle. Got ya. Whew. Maybe I should have checked his body for ammunition. USB ones there. That's good. What are you doing? I just ran out.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Oh.
Oops. I needed his dog tag as well. Let's search him actually. Bandage. I'll take that. You don't have anything. Right, so we're going to the bridge. Sugar, missed it.
There's somebody there.
Freeze.
Stop putting your gun away.
It's the enemy. I need help.
What's going on? Respond. We've lost contact with Deck C. Backup unit, check it out.
Oh, run away! Hide the evidence and hide. Oh my god.
Unable to locate the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Nothing about the pool of blood that's on the floor. I've only got 2 bullets left. I probably should have been more conservative with my ammunition. I think there's ammo around here. Did I get... I got these guys. I got this guy, didn't I? I'll chalk him out. Maybe not. How did you chalk out now? Oh no, not the door. Oh my god, what's going on? Right, got some more USP ammo. There is the guys outside. We can go and get their dog tags. Not that geezer though. Is it this way we can go out? I got this guy, I think.
Freeze.
At least he knows I'm serious now.
Please don't.
There's the other guy in the corner. Oh, I could probably shake him. Get the 9mm USG rounds. Wiggle, wiggle. Nothing? Not gonna give me anything? He's not gonna give me anything either. Right, this other guy who I messed up as well before.
Freeze.
In the penis. Right, so, can I get up this way? No, that one's locked. I probably shouldn't be going around killing everybody, but I suppose. It's probably the easiest way to get the dog tags. Right, so we need to go down into... we go down into the crew quarters. Right, yeah, crew lounge. There's two guys. I got the other guy. Which guy was it that I got now?
Freeze.
Dog. Is there only one guy here? By looks things, yeah. Is it this one? I think the other one's blocked off. I think it's this one. Oh, it's the guy down here. If I remember right, it's the guy asleep. Is it this one? Where is it with the guys asleep? It might be the other room. Ah, the noise that it's so cool.
Raven. Freeze. Ah. Freeze.
Please don't.
Dog tag. It's gonna fall. Oh no. I actually didn't want that. Was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't want that to happen. Shit BD. Terrifying.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Understood. Assigning orders. Starboard entry engagement.
This isn't good. I wonder if this guy drops anything. No.
There's somebody there.
This noise is annoying. I wish I'd never started raving off. Are these going to come running back this way? They might actually come this way. Oh, panic stations.
Freeze.
Don't shoot!
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Dog tags. It's amazing how many I've just not bothered getting. Can I use a ration? Probably not the wisest thing to do. I don't think rations respawn on this. Go on the M9 bullets. Right, we're making right now.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot?
Let's go this way. I don't think it's going to see us coming through. We'll just take our time just in case. So, is there a guy underneath? There is. He clipped us. It's not good. Oh, shit.
Who's that? I got you.
Oh shit! They're gonna come from next way. Oh god! Oh my god! Run.
Keep up with the game. I need now.
Send a replacement guard for the area.
Oh no no no! It's seeing me! It's seeing me! Can I drop down? Yeah. Run! Run! Oh my god! Oh, this is very bad.
Huh?
Yes, this is very bad.
We have a man down.
Send a replacement guard for the area.
This is not good. I pressed the wrong button. Oh no! Oh no! I pressed X, not triangle.
Snake, what's that? Snake! Snake!
Pressed X, not triangle. Why did I not press triangle? Right. So, try again. Try again. That guy's gone. I have to try and remember all the guys that I got thingy.
Freeze.
He had a bad day, that guy. we get the ration? Yeah, same as last time. I wonder if it'll count that I've got the dog's house. I think I got away with that. But I used a lot of ammo to do that. Oh, I can't believe I died by pressing the wrong button. That would have been amazing. It just turned round as I needed to get back up to.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Hey! Freeze.
That's the guy who was asleep, I think. And the other thing.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Why will not let me in here?
Freeze.
Haha, clever. Got it. I thought it might have fell out. There is a few that fall forward. Where's the bag of flour? Just about see that one. Oh, didn't shoot. I can go forward.
Snake, wait! Don't move.
Don't move.
What?
Look at the walls on both sides of the hall.
I see something. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Oh, we'll just have to sneak around through there.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
USB rounds. Oh, that's a guard. That's a guard. Trust this guy. Oh my god.
Freeze.
Why does he have to go sideways like that? I can't even see him. Dog tag. No, no, that was the one that he was defending. I thought there was something behind, some barbs that are on that wall. This guy listens to the music.
Who's that?
Understood. Search team, head to deck 2 immediately. Locate the subject.
Is this a good enough hiding spot? No. I kind of want to go back and get that guy's. That's annoying. That's really annoying me, actually. Ah, no! I wanted that guy to dog tag him. I so wanted that guy's dog tag. I think he's like... It's like a reference to Michael Jackson. He's dancing around and listening to music.
Found your positions. Acknowledged.
I wonder if I go back and then back into that, if it'll respawn that guy. I don't think it will. it'll still be dead. Unless because it's been an alert, it might do it. Go on, we'll give it a go. How many dog tags have I got? 17. I started with 2. I am probably missing a few as well. But we can always get them in a future run. It's just knowing which ones who to get. Which guys to search. Please respawn him. Let's move that guy back to where we were. And give him the USP rounds again. I'm full on bullets. Yeah, it's really...
Freeze!
That's what they're doing. I know what they're doing now.
Don't kill me!
They're looking at the light and going, huh? What's that?
Hey!
So if you go from the side...
Freeze! No!
Are you going to shoot
Please
me?
don't.
Oh no, I thought we were going to be resistant.
Ah!
And I bet there's a... Is there one more? Oh, I thought there'd be one more. From the guys accounted who were attacking me. They're USP rooms. M9. I can fall on them too. No, I'm not falling on them. And USP rounds. And it gives you like ammo for both your guns, you know, something good down. More USP rounds, don't need. Ration. Yeah, that's alright, we'll need that. We'll definitely need that.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Oh.
Who goes there?
Oh, you lucky bugger. I hate it when them three rush you. Oh, terrifying. We're not getting their duck tags, are we?
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Barry! Thank you for joining. How you doing?
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Crazy, crazy guy. Just shot him right in teeth.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
He's already got a picture of it.
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear.
He's just showing me a picture of it. Why can he not use that
Just
one?
let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the
That guy for his
specifications for
pants.
Metal Gear.
Uh-huh.
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Freeze.
Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Oh, that's that guy though.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear...
Got it.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
I can't believe that.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
I don't want to be that guy.
The world is about to see
one
a
furthest
swarm
right.
of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Freeze.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy.
Come on, man. I ain't square on then.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Worst part is I've climbed in that ladder again.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
I shouldn't really be complaining about ladders because in
so do a number
Metal
of
Gear
rogue
3
states.
there's an absolute stonker.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands,
Right, I want
of
that
Metal
guy's dog tag.
Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
I think that all these guys might have dog tags on them.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps.
Oh no! I knew something like that was going to happen. That's annoying.
Stop kidding around.
Come on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Come on.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the
It's not going
specifications
so well.
for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a
Oh, what are you doing? What are you? Oh no!
Snake,
Oh,
respond!
really, no.
Snake! Snake!
Oh my god! I'm hungry.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
Do not make me run.
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Let's do this properly. Right, take that guy down. We'll take that guy down.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray,
I thought I'll
hundreds,
run
if
around
not
that
thousands
side,
of Metal Gears that exist
just
all over
in
the
case
world are no
somebody
longer a
sees
threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all
Finally.
Metal Gears.
I think that is the worst since
This weapon will render
first
all
ever played
other
this
Metal
game.
Gears
That is
obsolete.
the worst.
Nations
I
building
have
up their own
ever,
Metal Gear
ever
force will
done.
think twice about their nuclear strategy
first room.
in the light of the military dominance spelled out
To
by
think
Ray.
we've got this room and another one after it.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player.
Am I gonna get
But
spotted
this
here?
project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is
I might
sometimes
actually get
closer to
spotted.
home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development.
I don't even know where the door
It
is.
cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project.
No way these two guys at front,
But I
if they've got
promise
dog
you
tags,
that
they're
they will
gonna
not
be
succeed.
hard to get.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest.
We'll forget them. Because that's just going to get spotted again.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result.
I wonder what he thought when he saw it. Why have they all got their underpants on?
Metal Gear.
Why are they not wearing trousers? What is going on?
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious.
Unlike the Army's Rex.
Unlike the Army's wrecks, it can cruise deep underwater.
Good.
Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Freeze.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Front.
That's where the Marines logo is. There's the Marines logo on that.
Up.
There it is. Marines.
Left. Up. Left. Up. To move on, this new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Red.
There's probably loads of dog tags that missed on that, but I think it's a good start. Why is my mic so... the background noise in the mic? Weird. I think we'll do a bit more. And then I think I might try and have a bit of a snooze before work tonight.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next one's... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. The next one's... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. And the next one is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Oh, I just pressed it. Pressed it too early.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Rain.
Why have they all got...
That is all.
No, why have they not got
Dismissed.
pants on? Middle. I can't remember his name. It's Scott Dolph, is it?
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War. Metal Gear only has room for one! Gurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Crazy.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
I think we'd better save it, yeah. We'll do that. I'll put it over that one. An hour 39.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Right, so we've got 10 with Raiden, which is still, considering, is a time. That's a Brechon, don't really want to be crawling through these things. But I might not have a choice. Teach me to swim.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick.
Push the punch button to dive down from the surface.
Cool. I might have to crawl through there. Because I kind of want that ration. Because I'm going to need it. I thought there was ladders on that side. Maybe not.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
If this happened, you wouldn't want to touch one ever again. You know what I mean? Met, that'll do, I think. Looks alright to me.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Last thing you want to be worried about. Oh, let's run away from these guys.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the... Stay on the lookout.
Probably done with the sneaky pass. Got it. That's gonna come handy.
Return to your positions. Stay sharp.
Right.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Key. On the bandage. I'll put it on there. Oh my god. Slipping on the bird poop. And again. M9 first. Oh, what? I can't even remember where you get the M9 from.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying around. Hide the body as soon as possible. When his comrades come back from the roof, you don't want him being found. If they do find him, they'll be on the alert and things can get difficult. When you take a hostile down, hide the body where a patrol is unlikely to come around. You can drag an enemy personnel's body. This is how to do it. First, walk up to the...
I know I see. Alright. I'll do it while he's told me to. Why not? So, hopefully no one opens that door. Which way is it that we need to go first? I think we don't have a key card for that, no we don't. AB connecting bridge. So there's 6 struts. So there'll be 6 connecting bridges between all of them. It's quite a lot of detail they've had to put into each one. They're all different anyway. Never really fell through.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Right, let's not press the wrong button this time.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the President's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Crazy. We'll come back, and I've probably not got these guys dog tags because they're I don't really have a gun at this point. Whoa, let's sneak past. Wouldn't really recommend doing this in real life. Oh, I forgot about this. He must have a bandana on him or something. There's no way. How did this make 15 rating?
you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Get down! Where is he?
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vam,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Huh?
Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking Mission 60, Weapons 80, Advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR, and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Dodgy.
What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
Hey.
What is
What a
he?
welcome from
One of the
Nightbot.
members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name
I don't
was
know why
originally
he's doing
intended
that.
to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government
Well, I guess it was
complexes
an-
for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel.
It's done you again.
They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit
There
was
you are, you're all
devastated.
timed out.
There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You
Nightbot's
mean
a
the
bit of a
incident that
pain in
made
the
this
ass.
big shell necessary in the first place?
Right.
I
and
can,
he
I can
was the
time
one
out
that sank
Nightbot
that
myself.
tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
How are you doing anyway?
Snake
Fanny?
is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down.
Good, thank you.
You
I'm glad
weren't
you're doing
briefed
well.
on any of this?
Not really
And you
yet.
came in alone to boot? Why?
But I will be soon.
What are you really doing here?
My first one back in after 2 weeks.
Can't tell me, huh?
Oh dear
Fine
me.
with me.
I'm not looking forward to it, but part of me's missed
I don't smoke.
the place.
Keep it anyway.
Not the work
May
life.
come in handy.
If I could get paid for sitting at home,
Take this,
then
too.
I'd do that.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero. Currently
How's the elbow?
between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
That's not
yeah,
good,
but I can
Fanny.
patch into your frequency.
How long's it been like that for now?
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Last week.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Yeah, got docs.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
I'm sure it'll be alright though. I'm sure it'll get better. Did he get... He did give me a gun. Fantastic. So a quick whip round the video now. Let's have a look at anything that I can pick up. Get M9 first. Oh, what? No, that's probably true. That's probably true. I rarely take painkillers, but I imagine if I had nerve damage in the elbow, then I'd
Jack,
probably
it's
would
me.
want some.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Actually, could do with doing. Not yet.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
Dinner!
What is it?
Enjoy.
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
Enjoy.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Right. Oh, more shotgun bullets. Fresh on. Let's see if I can... Oh, it's going to come this way, is it? Oh, no. Got it. Right, so that's the... Babbles. So got the SOCOM. I need espresso. Fortune.
What the hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
Queen.
Don't let them take the president!
Ready grenades!
A dud!
Oh, it makes me laugh every time. A dude!
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness? I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The President can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
It's wrong that I know that that's off something, but it's substance, and not the original Substance. Right, the yeah, we know where it is. M9 ammo. What do we get the M9?
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on Shell 1, another 6 on Shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The two of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists, then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Right. Have we still got people here? Oh, we do. Sorry about that. I just had to disappear. Chippy Tea was brought to me, and my brother's here as well, visiting my dad for his birthday. So we'll do a bit more on this, but I think I'm gonna have to go because we're on 8 minutes past 7, and I'll have to get ready for work too. Well, another few minutes on here. So bomb disposal. Stillman's told us all this stuff.
Ryden here. I took care of the C4 in Strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Right. So that's that one. We'll come. Let's just. What we'll do. We'll go this way to Strut B. I think we'll do this first. I think this makes sense to me. We'll freeze this. Ding.
Oh! Oh!
Alright, let's move this guy quick because I think he might have hit his radio. I didn't actually expect the guy being in there. Shit.
Who's there?
Maybe we should have done this a little bit sooner and get the radar up and running. Dodgy. Right, we'll have to come back. We'll have to remember to get these guys. Get their Uzuma what's it. Dog tags. Looks like there's only one guy.
Freeze!
Help!
Oh my god.
It's the enemy!
Right, give me a second, I'm being shouted. Right.
What's going on? Respond.
I don't even know where I'm gonna have to go.
Communications with the CD connecting bridge have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Let's get through here quick. To sediment pool. Oh no.
There's somebody there.
Nothing here.
Need suppressor. See if I can do it. Oh, God. No, 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 no.
Nothing here.
This is Raiden. Disposal of the C4 in Strut D is complete. Explosives were planted on the maintenance hatch.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Right. How do we get back over here without getting spotted? These guys, they're on high on little people.
Nothing here.
Because this is, like if you look at this bit, it's got 3 connecting bridges to it. So this has got the, what's this guy coming around here? Oh, he's gonna see me.
Nothing here.
Who's there?
I got him. Send me.
This is not good.
What's going on? Respond.
Oh, it's going. What is going on? He's walk up. He's walk up. Oh, they've seen the body. They've seen the body. Oh shit. Let's see if we can time this right.
Not again. We need more patrol.
Send a replacement guard for the area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut D. Intensify security measures.
Die again.
Nothing here.
Oh my god, this is tense. And I've just been spotted again.
There's somebody there.
Who's that? Possible hostile sighted. Set back up.
Right, let's get this node up and running. If there is a node, is there a node on this? There's not a node. There is a node. There's got to be a node. And I think.
Return to your positions. Increase security.
I think it's going up. Oh my. I don't know how. I just don't know. I've always hated the sediment pool, and I think that's the reason why. Nothing here. Can I crawl past without inspection?
There's somebody there.
Oh, quick. Oh, that was dodgy. He did spot me.
There's somebody there.
Oh. I'm gonna die now. Shotgun this. Stop. Oh dear me. That was horrible. That guy around the corner, he proper messed me up. I should have tucked all the left of the nose. Hindsight's 2020. Dear. These guys thought they might actually come down here though to get away from yeah, they're probably gonna come down here to get away from the map. Nothing here.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Right. Try and find this bomb. What's on that box? Game software. It's eye-catching. Might not actually be the best thing to... Oh, dear me.
Nothing here.
Right, now when you find that bomb, it's on one of these boxes, but I don't know which one. What is that underneath? Are they grenades? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. No grenades. Which box is it? What is that? That must be a connecting bridge, I think.
Nothing here.
Right, I'm gonna put the sensor in. Is there a bomb in here? Yeah, there is a bomb. Question is where? There isn't a sink. What am I missing here?
Nothing here.
I swear it's on the box that's going round. But I can't see a bomb on any of these boxes. And nor can I see any stuff on the radar.
There's somebody there.
Now, to take that guy down, he's gonna spot, he's gonna radio in saying that, well, he's not gonna radio in saying nothing there, so then they're gonna think something's there because he's not doing his update.
Nothing here.
I haven't got a clue. Right, let's forget that one. We're going to do one more. Right, and yeah, we'll do one more bomb, and then I think I'm going to have to start getting ready for work. Unfortunately. Oh, I remember this one.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
A mine detector. Where's that? Sensors. Rob a few of these. They might come in handy.
Who is that?
Oh no.
It's the enemy. I need help.
And a full double. Fantastic. It's going to poop. It is going to poop.
Over there. I hit him. I need some
Oh no. I didn't know there were two of them.
Move! Clear! Clear!
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F.
Oh, it's going to poop.
Level of security.
I don't even know what the bomb is in this place. Please tell me this is a suppressor. Oh, I've got a 9 though. That is good. I've got suppressed weaponry. Right, okay. I actually don't know where the suppressor is for the rest for this one.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Oh my god.
Nothing here.
Why is he doing... Oh, he's doing status points.
Freeze!
guy down here, or just the one? Just the two? Come on, climb up. Can't climb up then. Oh, that's how you do it.
Why are you late with your status report? What's going on? Respond.
Right, that's... I kind of knew that was going to happen.
Communications with Strut F have ceased.
Oh yeah. Try that again. Right, we can do that after. Because they're going to need the "Why are you late for your status report?" So I'm going to have to remove. Ready? 3, 2, 1, status report, guy! I thought they'd have done it by now. Yeah. Let's open these up.
What's going on? Respond. Communications with Strut F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
These strike teams that they have are so horrible, really.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Is that a suppressor? Oh yeah. Right, we've got a suppressor. Right, things should get a little bit better after this. Can I climb out to this?
It was nothing. All clear.
Huh? The situation is normal. All clear. Nothing was wrong.
Because I didn't get spotted by any of them. Oh, one of them, I took his dog tag. He did see me. But he just said, oh, it's normal. Right, so we missed the bomb in the parcel material distribution facility. And then there's the one in the pump facility. I remember where that is. Right. Well, I'll have to have a look into where that one of the distribution facility is.
Freeze! No! If you're going to shoot, then shoot me. Please don't. Ah!
That was risky. Right, I'm gonna get onto the connecting bridge and then we'll call it. I'm gonna have to go get ready. That guy's still sleeping. We've got 2 Zeds on him now. Is it this way that I need to go? I think it might be. Right. Oh, speak of the devil.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right, sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There are all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building, and then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler Building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
What?
Take care.
Right. Rolls a finger again. What am I doing? Circles, go. Circles not go anymore.
What's up, Jack?
Sever the gam. Probably have to listen to it. There's some other stuff. Dear me. I need to get good at this game again. I feel very rusty. Connecting bridge.
Rose, no comment?
About?
I've killed someone.
Jack, it's a battlefield.
My opponents are living, breathing human beings. This isn't like the VR training. They have bodies. They have had lives. I took all that away from them.
But you've got no choice if you want to survive.
And yet, maybe because of the VR training, I can't help but try and block out that reality. It's the only way I can manage to fight.
Jack.
What?
I don't care what it takes, just as long as you come back alive. Do whatever it takes, please. Just come back in one piece.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go get ready for now. I'll probably jump on this tomorrow before work again. See if I'm up in time. I'll try and do that. And we'll get rid of we'll find out where them other bombs are. We'll get rid of them and we'll see what we're doing after that. Probably destroying Fat Man by the stupid things. If you're not following my channel, make sure you do. You get a notification when I go live. I'll probably put this on YouTube reluctantly again. If you got to this point, well done. Because that was great. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Cheerio.